Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 27th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what's coming up for you this week. And yes. Yeah, you start off with the Ace of Clubs, which is my favorite card in the deck. Represents abundance and success coming to you in many ways. It's a card of just abundance in general. That could be anything: friends, money, spirituality, all those things, and all those things coming in for you. Also, a card of messages. Says pay attention to the messages you receive. You have a lot of spiritual cards this week as well, so pay attention to your dreams and also your feelings, just your feelings in general. This card can represent feelings, how we feel about things. Also a great card for learning. What else do we have here? Yeah, I mean, it could be a good week for you to learn something new, to achieve a new level of success. This card is all about that. This card rewards education, as I say. That could mean just reading books or watching YouTube videos about something you're interested in, gaining a little bit of extra knowledge to be successful. Next, you have the Three of Hearts card of emotional happiness. So I think that you will be mostly just happy this week, have a lot of happiness opportunities, and having a lot of chances to do things. It can also represent feeling a little bit off in a relationship. This is going to be for those of you who are in a relationship. You could feel like something is missing this week. I would say it's probably not. I mean, it's really not a bad card. It's considered a very positive card, one that leads to a lot of positivity. And so, again, I wouldn't worry about that. I would, if you are feeling off, maybe you just need to like step back and try to figure out why. It's not really necessarily a card that says something bad is going on. It just says that you might be feeling off. So be very careful of that. Or, again, don't allow your mind to kind of like run away with thoughts if you're in a relationship. Next, you have the Seven of Diamonds, a card of doubts about money. This card comes up sometimes we could have tons of money, but we're still worried about it for whatever reason. It's mostly us pulling on old fears that we have, old worries, and bringing them up today for whatever reason. So just know that sevens represent internal fears that don't exist. All these fears probably that you're having don't exist this week, and just definitely let them go. Next, you have the Three of Clubs, card of second chances. Getting a second chance at something, being able to do something that maybe you missed in the past. And it's also a card that is extremely creative, represents a lot of creativity. Sometimes this card comes up, I think, like maybe you tried to start a business in the past and it didn't work out, and now this card comes up and says, hey, here's your second chance, but you're gonna have to be like more creative. So think of creative ways to solve past solutions this week that will lead to even more success. Also, a great card for those of you out there who are writers, marketers, or in any of those creative fields. It's a very good card and gives you kind of like a little bit of a bonus in those areas. Next, you have the Ten of Spades, kind of like a good card. I look at this as a death card, a card of moving past obstacles and getting past things that have held you back in the past. There is usually a good deal of pain with this card, that things that you've had to deal with, and sometimes this card can represent needing to let go of something that you like know you need to let go of, but you don't want to as well. So just think about areas where you might need to let things go. And finally, you have a great card, Ten of Clubs, considered very lucky, very fortunate, and very successful card for you. A very good card for, again, learning. Ten of Clubs and the Ace of Clubs are my two learning cards, and the two cards that really represent needing to learn a lot to be successful. And also a very good card, like I said, for abundance and more money coming in. Tens in general are very good for traveling and for going places. So if you're traveling, this can represent just really having a good time while you're traveling. It can even represent moving as well. Ace of Clubs can also represent moving. We have the Three of Clubs as well. So all these cards could represent moving, but you might just be thinking about it. Again, clubs represent the mind, the brain, how we think. So these could be very, these could just be you thinking about a move or thinking about traveling this week. But this is a very lucky card. Like I said, a lot of old school readers would say this card brings about a lot of luck, just, good luck type of energy. So that kind of adds a more positive spin to your week. So it looks nice. Thank you for watching and enjoy your week.